We live, baby, yeah. And we back in this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
Hi, peoples.
You know, ain't nobody in here yet.
Yeah, I know.
I like the title too. I like it, the title.
You never like my titles. What's wrong with you?
Nah, I'm telling you, I like that. I like the title because first of all, you didn't ask me, and then you just came up with this one.
Yeah, So, what's up, Ken? How's life treating you?
Shit, we making it happen, man. Let me get these to my.
Hi, Zanelle. We back.
What up, Zanelle? We back in this thing. Had to take us a mental break.
Yes, we're gonna talk about that too. We're gonna talk about it.
There we are. Bear with me, guys. I can't see you guys just yet.
Oh, let me tell my brother so she can pass it along. Why am I about to text you?
I don't know. Ooh, my other phone coming on.
All right, one more person.
Get Sharon in there.
Yep. You still got your TV on? Yes.
No, that's my son. That's my son in the other room.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tell him don't make me get my Switch.
I don't know, be loud, but you know my door is closed. It's all the way closed this time, so don't talk shit. It's all the way closed, and he.
Did you fix it?
He's not. You know, you got to lift. You got to lift on them. You got that door. You got to lift on in the house. You got to lift, then close. But no, he's chatting with a homie classmate, and now the phone's coming up with all these goddamn what's the name? So it's me, you, Janelle, and somebody else. They ain't speak yet though. You can hear him a lot.
What?
You can hear him a lot.
Yeah, but we'll work with it. Today is Faith Evans' birthday.
Happy birthday, Faith.
Sing us a Faith song.
What the fuck was that? It's the way you looked up at me like, nothing. Don't get out there.
Hi, Kimberly. Thank you for joining us. We're back. We back.
We back up in this thing like we never left. Baby, I'm back. Like, wait, I don't know the rest of the words.
You can blame it all on me.
Oh, that's it? I'll never say no shit like that.
There we go.
Hey, don't get us flagged. Hey,
Only
turn that off.
seconds.
La 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 la.
Gonna play a few seconds.
Yeah, until we gotta mute that whole part of the video.
Shut the hell up.
Don't do us that. We got a whole intro we can't even
Scared?
use.
You scared of the man? You scared of the man? That's what it is? You scared? Scared of Mr. You?
Rules are in place for a reason. Without rules, there's chaos. You can shake that leg all you want. I don't give a fuck.
I don't care. Rules are meant to be broken sometimes, especially when they don't treat people fairly.
Here we go, y'all. Here we go.
How else are we going to know if a rule needs to be remade until we break it?
You still reading on camera?
Man, I'm hungry. I had a long, hard day slaving over a hot computer.
Man, I didn't get half my work done.
What up, Kirby? Yeah, I got some pizza.
Kirby, I just inboxed you telling you we was on. Just inboxed you.
You're too slow.
Shit, yeah. You know how that go. All right, we're 17 minutes in. Let me get this thing popping. Ready? What's up, everybody? You know what it is. Big Ken.
And Joy of the Queen.
And we're here with another episode of Chit Chat Patty Whack, Give a Dog a Bone. Y'all thought we was dead, but we back.
Dead.
Maybe I'm tripping. Podcast.
Dead? Is that the right word you want to use?
As in channel, not us.
Okay. Hey, Sharonda.
Like Ziggler Wiggler. We back from the motherfucking dead with Cash Money Millionaires. We done took $5, flipped that bitch a zillion times.
Now we back like cook crack.
Because good dope sell itself.
Blue Magic.
I stand by it.
I guarantee.
What's up, Sharonda? Sharonda, we're going to be lit Friday. Get your drink ready.
Sharonda don't drink like that.
Oh, you did say that. That's the other one. Jaleesa. What's her name?
Drink like that either.
What's her name?
Why can't you get Rashida right?
Rashida. There, I don't know. I want to call her something else. Because I think they're twins.
What, Rashida and Sharonda? That doesn't even.
I think they're twins.
They're not twins.
Yeah, we gathered that.
So anyway,
guys.
guys.
Her birthday Sunday. Man, we done got two sisters. Hold on. Whoa. Let's hold the goddamn presses and get inappropriate for a moment right off the bat. Right. So Rashida's birthday was 2 weeks ago, right? And Sharonda's birthday is Sunday. Okay. Now let's go back. So let me see. So that's May, June. May, June. 9 months from May, June is what? What major holiday or birthday?
I don't know.
Let's go 9 months from May. So that's 5, then 4, that's well, 6 then. 6 then 3. We can go October, December. So y'all some Halloween babies.
Actually, it's 10 months. So it would probably be September, not October.
Somebody was early. Sharonda seemed like she was born preemie. Was you early, Sharonda, or was you full term? And it's actually 9 months because my son is born exactly 9 months. Uh-oh, Rashida's here.
Hey, Rashida. Rashida, Ken cannot get your name right for nothing. He was calling you Sherelle, all kind of stuff. I don't know why it's so hard for him to say Rashida.
Because I want to say Sharonda, Yoronda, Yolanda, and Tanya. All sweet and yet, but yet and still.
Yeah,
Sharonda was on that DMX song.
Rashida was on it too.
Damn. Kimberly was on that too, huh? It was about 3 of them, wasn't it?
About 3 Kims.
It was about 3 Kims, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what up, Nikki Span? My best friend, Nikki Span, the blonde bombshell.
Hi, welcome.
We need to get Nikki on the show too. She funny when she not in her feelings. Ha! Kim, about 3 Kims, I know. Toya and Letitia. Yeah. Nikki in that song too. Nikki in that too. I'm gonna see if Don LaShawn, Inez, and Alicia.
You don't even know. Let me look up the lyrics.
Alicia, Connie, Karen, Nikki. Get the names. Let's get the names. Who in here was in that song? I think Brianna. What's up, Brianna? I think Brianna was on there too. We starting off with this shit.
Okay, so it goes. There was Brenda, Linda, Felicia, Dawn, LaShawn, Inez, and Alicia. Teresa, Monica, Sharon, Nikki, Lisa, Veronica, Karen, Vicky. Cookie, he met her in the ice cream parlor.
Green parlor, yeah.
Tanya, Diane, Lori, and Carla. Marina, Selena, Katrina, Sabrina, about 3 Kims.
We got Kim here.
Latoya and Tina.
Okay.
Shelly, Bridget, Cavi, Rashida. Kelly, Nicole, Angel, Juanita, Stacy, Tracy, Rhonda, and Rhonda. Donna, Tawana, and Wanda. That's it. There's no Sharonda. I thought there was a Sharonda.
People call her Rhonda for short. We got Sharonda in here.
Well, there was a Nicole in there, and we called Sharonda Nicole because that's her middle name sometimes.
So we in that twice. Don't give a whole government. Goddamn.
Shit, nobody gonna go look for her.
Shit.
I'll protect her.
Oh, they got Nikki and Keisha. Oh shit, Nikisha. Yeah, Keisha now.
All right, so now that we got some people in here, why don't we go ahead and get started and say thank you guys for having us.
Did you say Joy You the Queen in the intro?
Yes, I did. You were too busy doing this while you were doing the intro. You probably couldn't hear me.
Everybody watch the screens.
Y'all, that forehead is about to bust all of y'all screens right now. Laptops.
Pull your damn hat back and let's see that dome you got while you're talking. Ooh, that motherfucker that lace showing.
That ain't no lace. That's my baby hair. You see the baby?
You a motherfucking lie. Shut your ass up.
You hating. You hate me.
Boy, you fucking stupid, bro. But no, what you were saying? Go ahead, Joy.
I was gonna say that thank you guys for having us back. We took a little bit of a hiatus just to kind of get our heads together, get our mind right. With everything that's going on in today's society, we're trying to just take it one day at a time. At least I am. I'll let Ken speak for himself. But I'm just really wanting to take everything a day at a time. There's so many things happening each and every single day. Your timelines on Facebook, on Instagram, on everywhere is just filled up with everything that's going on out in the world. The best thing that I can do, because I don't want to be stuck in a situation to where I can possibly be harmed. So I have not been protesting, but I have been donating. I have been trying to spread awareness. I have been trying to educate as many people as I can on everything that's going on right now. So that's kind of where I've been at, still working on all of the other things that I've been working on as far as music, modeling, and other podcasts. So that is also keeping my mind occupied, and I hope that everybody has something as well. I hope everybody's been good. What about you, Ken? What you been doing?
Shit, I got a confession. I think Joy, you may know, but when we did the George Floyd episode, that was a difficult time. My mind was all over the place with being, what up, Joe? What up, Joe? Being that I did wear the badge, I am a Black man in America, so I see things from multiple perspectives. And like you said, it was social media overload. Not necessarily said I went into a situation like, I'm gonna tell you the truth. The podcast helped me that day to get all of that out, because if I wasn't getting it out, it was just gonna be on my mind, and I was venting to different people. But no, and then we turned around and we did one episode after that, right? With friends, right?
I believe so. I don't know. Was it the one where Sharonda and Rashida were on?
No, we had one after that. Because you gave an update saying that she was okay.
Oh yeah, you're right. So it was just me and you then. It wasn't anybody.
We didn't get a guest that weekend.
Right.
Because I wanted one, but we didn't. Huh? I didn't hear you.
Oh shit! I dropped my tablet. Hold on.
Oh. Because you choppy for some reason on my side.
My bad.
Nah, but yeah, but we collectively came together because it would be like, hey Joy, you want to record today? Joy wouldn't remember what day it was. I'm like, Joy, it's Monday. We record on Monday, Wednesdays, and a weekend day. And then I was like, one day I was just like, no, I'm not into it. And then I called her Wednesday, and she was like, what you want to do? I said, what really wasn't any new news, but it was just like, I said, let's just take a week off. I needed it. It was mentally exhausting. It was just.
I needed the week off.
No, me too.
From you.
I don't give a fuck how you feel about me. That's why your fucking phone farts. But listen.
Shut up.
I'm just saying, we was on the phone and your shit got the fart, and I'm like, what the fuck is that?
I dropped my phone, okay? There's a piece loose on the inside.
That motherfucker farting. And I'm not talking about that love fart. That's that nasty fart you got. But no, we took the break, but look, we back. And we probably won't take another mental break until we get mentally overwhelmed again.
Well,
Joy is doing 3 and 4 shows. She modeling for the shows and things like that. She's getting shouted out on large platforms.
Why are you hating, bro?
Hey, I'm just telling you, just take me with you. Don't forget the little people when you go, when you blow up, when you move to the big city. Eating that pizza. But no, let's get it kicked off. So, as you can see, still rocking my COVID locks. Been in the house about 60, 70 days. I really don't know how long I've been in lately, but you know, seems like there's a light at the end of the tunnel. You know,
you about
I don't know what's fake. Huh?
You about to get your hair retwisted?
I'm trying, man, but there's so much I want to do. I don't know what's going on, but I don't even know what phase Texas is in right now. Because we went from phase 1, then we went to phase 2, where there were so many rules in place and things like that, but ain't nobody really wearing no masks out there. I done seen people posted up at the club. They ain't doing what they social distancing.
This is why I'm not going anywhere still. I bring my mask with me. If I got to go to the store and back, that's it. I'm not.
Yeah. I'm wearing my mask everywhere but the gym. There are some people who are wearing masks in the gym, but like, no, the gym that I go to is like they own it.
Like social distancing inside and stuff.
Yeah, the social distancing on the cardio equipment. We're trying to do our best social distancing as we work out in certain areas, but they have hired a whole team of I call them porters that they're just wiping everything down. They'll even if I've watched them like wipe something down twice that no one's got on, but since it's like an open machine and they can wipe it, they're wiping it.
Yeah, it's just for the people that are not wearing masks, obviously, and are coughing and sneezing and touching on the equipment. I would think that's why.
Yeah, but it's so, but you touch so much in there. It's difficult because even before this, everyone would sit there and it will be a bench and they'll wipe the bench down, but no one's wiping down the weights. No one's wiping down the bars. That's what you're touching. Your hands sweat too, or you know, I mean, I can say, I'm not gonna say that, but it happens. But you know, you get into the thing and there's sweat flying and dripping in places. So you're missing. Wiping the bench ain't doing nothing. And in my personal opinion, if that's your hang up with the gym, you probably need to work out at home. Like people who like lay towels down and lay on them and work out on them, I'm like, you're not even focused on what you're doing. You're worried about the germs before you're worried about the gains. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what I would be worried about. I'm not a germaphobe, but I don't like germs. And if I do go to work out at the gym, we have a gym here in my apartment complex that's really nice. Like I'll go there and I'll wipe everything down before I start using it. I may not lay on a towel, but I wipe it down. There's wipes available, Lysol, Clorox wipes. I use that before I even touch it. So
yeah, but I get all that or whatever, but it's just like places that are implied dirty are in turn maybe the cleanest places, and places where people assume them to be clean are the dirtiest. You know what I'm saying? That's just how my mind works. You know what I'm saying? But neither here nor there. But you know, we're going through the COVID. We on the home stretch of it. Clubs opening, barbershops opening with stringent rules and things like that. Like at my barbershop, they're taking temps and appointment only, and you have to sign in, appointment or not. So in case they do have a confirmed case in their shop, they can call people and say, hey, you may have been exposed. You know what I'm saying? So neither here nor there, but just this week, we are still mourning the loss of Mr. George Floyd. He has, he had a funeral in Houston. I want to say today or yesterday. He had the funeral in Minneapolis, and I think he's having a funeral in several different places, or body viewing in several different cities. You know, we're still reeling with that.
It's because he impacted from the time that he was on this earth. He did impact the people that he was around. You know, he did rap. He was, a bouncer, in different areas, and just a lot of people liked him. He got along with a lot of people. So I would see why, his Houston family would want to see him. And then the Minneapolis, or what is it, Minnesota family that would really want to see him and things like that. So, you know.
Yeah, but it's like kind of crazy because I was sitting there thinking like, there's never a right one to kill, but this was the wrong one to kill, who is, you know, one of his best friends has a major voice. Like Steven Jackson has always been a realist. When he was on the court, when he was the Malice in the Palace, when he was fighting those fans in the, you know, taking up for his homeboy, and, you know, Stat got a podcast. He's a reoccurring correspondent on a lot of high-profile sports shows. And when it comes to pop culture and social situations as it pertains to sports and civilian, you know, he keeps it 1,000. And that was his best friend, and his best friend put a spotlight on him. That just,
you know, I'm proud of his daughter too.
She did say that. She said it.
Yeah, she's very, you know, as small as she is, you know, it's something that I just always believe, like even the Bible talks about it, where a little child will lead people, you know what I'm saying, in the future. And for her to just say that, you know, her dad's changed the world, and, you know, just to talk the way that she does about him, it just kind of encouraged me to know that, you know, things will be better because of this, you know. Mm-hmm. And then I'm just glad to see that she understands what's going on. Yes, you lost someone and you lost your father, but at the same time, she understands that, you know, things like this have been going on, and because I lost my father, he's going to help change the world so other people won't lose theirs. So.
Right. Not to compare him to a Martin Luther King, but it's like that. Like Martin Luther King's kid. My dad died, and his assassination, you know, changed the world. Even like George Floyd's, like when his daughter was up there on Stax's shoulders, and she said, "My daddy changed the world." She's 6. My daddy changed the world. Like, I know my dad's dead, but I see the outrage. I see all what, I don't want to say fanfare, but the awareness of what's going on, and things are changing because of what my dad went through. Can't even say what he did, but what he went through. You know what I'm saying? Because they're trying to besmirch his character. He's this, he's that. He had COVID. He had drugs in his system. Nobody gives a fuck. Now, going back to nobody gives a fuck is that I know Joya, we're friends on Facebook, but she doesn't really be on Facebook like that. But I did a rant. About a week ago. And the premise of this rant was shut the fuck up. About people and their idiotic opinions. You know what I'm saying?
Piss off now.
Who did what?
I say, who did you piss off now?
I didn't piss off anybody. It just was a shut the fuck up. It was just like a just shut up. But it coincided with what our last podcast was about when we were talking, and I went in depth with my background and things, and me trying to understand what how I feel and what I went through and the training that I went through, and people who don't know, you know what I'm saying? People who just talking just to be talking, just like shut the fuck up.
I think a lot of times what happens is that facts can get, you know, misconstrued, or some people can be misinformed. But honestly, the way that I feel now is that we've been not necessarily nice for too long, and, you know, allowed people to tell us how to feel, allowed people to tell us the facts, even though we have video evidence, even though we know what's happening in our own communities. We're still allowing the media, some of us are allowing the media to tell us how we should feel and think. And I don't like that. If I see something with my own eyes, then yes, I'm going to research it. I'm going to get all the evidence, or, you know, try to understand exactly what the situation is. But at the end of the day, we know what's going on. And I feel like, we've been nice and we've been, exposed to so much negative things just from the media that now I really don't care. People can say whatever they want on social media. People can, be hateful. They can just do all kinds of new challenges and just being real ugly. And I just don't care anymore.
Right.
That the what's going on now is going to make a big change, and regardless of those few people that are no background noise, they're not going to matter anymore. My main concern and my main thing that I'm worried about now is to make sure that people of color get the equality that they deserve.
Yeah, and I'm not really with the equality. I'm really like having my own shit. Fuck being equal to anybody, because equal doesn't exist.
I know that, but equality to us means being able to walk around.
Yeah, I understand. My bad, but you kind of triggered me when you said equality triggers me. I apologize.
No. There's nothing that, and excuse me if people might get mad, but there's nothing that a white person has that I want. Other than the ability to survive in the world exactly how they are able to. I want to be accepted in the schools too. I want to have my own business and get a business loan or even a home loan. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's the equality that I'm talking about.
But we're not going to tell you business, but you okay with the home loan situation. I just want to say that understands me. I saw it. You the one showed me. I know what you got.
You don't know shit.
That too. But now listen, now it's just coming back to me because I suffer from, I think, cases of CTE. That's chronic encephalopathy. I forgot what the T stands. Traumatic encephalopathy, to where my memory is foggy, but it's coming back to me. My rant was actually on Drew Brees. And I was saying how everybody should shut the fuck up, and people burning jerseys, that's dumb as fuck. Now, I'm not giving anybody the benefit of the doubt, but I will and understand if somebody misspoke. People misspeak all the time. He answered a question. You see what I'm saying? He answered the question and he fucked up. I'll tell you that. He fucked up. But just to fictitiously cancel him, calm down. That's just me. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
What you got?
I'm gonna have to be the mean one on this episode because you're giving him the benefit of the doubt and looking at the other side of things.
No, maybe hold on, Joey, before you keep going. I'm gonna reel you in a second. Go ahead, because you done took the bait. Go ahead.
I'm just saying.
Look how you do. You done took the bait.
At the end of the day, people misspeak all the time, and it costs people their lives.
Right.
So
listen, go ahead.
And another thing, let me finish my point. And another thing is that a white man can misspeak or be given the benefit of the doubt and be forgiven, but a black man can't, especially when it comes to race issues.
No. When you're done, because I got you. I got you even further. Now I'm about to. Hey,
no,
we got 9. We got 7
Let
views.
me finish my point.
Get your ass over
Let me finish my point.
Get your ass over here.
Let me finish my point.
Go ahead.
Shut up. Thank you. Also, I feel that Drew Brees was also kneeling at one point, and then now he's saying that you shouldn't disrespect the flag. Well, which side, not necessarily side are you on, but what exactly are you standing for? Because if the flag is supposed to represent America as a nation, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all, and it's not liberty and justice for all, then of course you should kneel. And it's not disrespectful to the flag if the country isn't upholding the standards of that flag. So with that being said, he said it, because he meant it.
Right.
And my mother always taught me is that if a person shows you the colors that they are the very first time, take note.
Yeah.
I can't give somebody the benefit of the doubt when they haven't had to experience with the players on their own team have had to experience.
Yeah. But I'll say this. Hold on. Are you done?
Yeah.
You done? Okay. I understand and I agree with everything you just said. But what I'm saying is that he haphazardly answered the question. He answered the question at hand. I believe if the question was worded differently, he would have gave a different response, but he answered the way he did, not giving him an out. But I will take the fact that when his teammates came and said, you fucked up, you're wrong, this, that, and the other, and he came back and said, look, man, I fucked up. I can give somebody that, you know what I'm saying? Because he spoke about how he really felt. That was his honest opinion. That was what it was. And he said what he said. He apologized. And because you got to understand his platform in New Orleans and the things that he has done since he's been there, even after Katrina, not being a dog and pony show, like he's done things outside of the spotlight. You see what I'm saying?
And I think that's why it hurt me more because I respect Drew Brees.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, that's what I was getting. That's what I was getting. You always in my head. That's what I was getting at, because if it would have been a Tom Brady, it would have been I expected that. But Drew Brees is a white quarterback in the NFL, where we talk bad about players like Tom Brady and other white quarterbacks, and motherfuckers love him. It was really, we was let down. And that's why I say he just was talking. He answered the question. And when he got checked, when he got checked, he was just like, damn, I shouldn't have said that. Because here's the thing. He's entitled to that. If that's how he feels, he's entitled to that. But I can hopefully believe that the question that was asked beget the response that he gave, because it was asking about the flag. They asked him about the flag, not the protest, not what the social injustices between Black and the police. They asked him about the flag. That's what he answered. He asked the question about the flag. He answered the question about the flag. Now, if he would have asked the question about, that this, that, and the other is going to happen, it is what it is. But what I'm telling you, this is this. Now, he's a white man. Fuck him. I don't give a fuck what he said. But that motherfucker Candace Owens, that vilified George Floyd and said that she's not on par with the protests and things like that. She is not about to make George Floyd a martyr for the cause because he was a criminal and not a good person, and she's not aligned with what happened. That's what I'm talking about. Our people who would just be like, she was like so nonchalant and cavalier in her response.
My thing is this though, Ken. If you're gonna be just as hard on someone of our own kind, then you should be just as hard on. Don't be a white sympathizer.
Hold on, listen. Let me tell you something about that. I don't give a fuck what a white man say, but it's disrespectful when a motherfucker with the same color as me, who should be standing beside me, goes against me.
But you gotta understand
that's the problem. No, they supposed to go against me. He not supposed to align with me. He don't understand what we go through. He don't understand.
I understand that, but listen to what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Is yes, okay. I don't give a fuck what he talking about. Right. You know, being as a fan of the Saints and growing up in Louisiana and then always seeing him and him doing things, and that really hurt me. And so fuck him now. But at the same time, it hurt because you're talking about
you didn't expect it from him. I understand.
But listen, and we didn't expect it from what's her name either, Candace Owens. But at the same time,
Yes, we did.
But
Do you know
what
her
you're
track
saying
record?
is this. Can I finish my point?
I'm gonna shut up.
Thank you. What I'm saying is you're more willing to jump on her as a Black female versus jumping on these white people that are actually the ones that have the ability to oppress us. She ain't got shit.
More. I got one more.
She cannot do shit to me. If I needed a job or if I went to jail, who's running all of that shit? Those are the people that we need to let know that you need to stop that fucking shit. Fuck her.
Drew Brees need to shut the fuck up. He talking too damn much. But listen, let me tell you about a big Black man I got a problem with. Mr. Terry Crews, who like people playing with his fucking nuts and not punch him in their fucking face, but want to check DL Hughley for saying some shit about the shit. You see what I'm saying? But then he goes and says, if we ever want change and this, that, and the other, we need white people. And if we cut out white people, that's Black supremacy. How the fuck we got Black supremacy? That don't even make no goddamn sense.
Well, we can't have any type of supremacy because, for one, racism is economic. Racism is a structured thing. We don't own anything to oppress anybody. So he's wrong. But anyway,
but look, that's what I'm saying though. But listen,
they should be background noise because they can't do anything.
No, listen what I'm telling you. Listen what I'm saying. You got friends of many levels.
What do you mean?
AW. Who? I don't know who AW is. What's up, AW? Thanks for tuning in. Keep watching. I don't understand what he's saying. Please explain that. But, okay, let's go back to you in your club days. You know who gonna do what. If you jump, you know who gonna jump and you know who not gonna jump. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I would much rather, I could care less what a motherfucker who not gonna jump gonna do than a motherfucker I expect to jump. You see what I'm saying?
See, I had this whole conversation with my peeps, the Cloud Village, and a lot of them we were having this debate on whether or not we should know why people treat Black people the way they do, why people are racist, why people are discriminatory, why. That was my question. Because I'm very analytical. I need to know why, not just because I want to know, but because I can play chess and not checkers.
Right. Can I give an opinion?
Hold on,
I know.
Let me finish real quick and then you can go ahead. But what I'm saying is this. The only way to combat racism is to get to the bottom of the reason why there is really an issue, which more than likely it's behind money and power. We know that.
Right.
But there always seemed to be a one-up on Black people. Just like when the protests started, there were white supremacy groups that were out there actually starting the looting, starting the spray painting, starting the, the negative side of things, just so that way the Black Lives Matter and the protesters can be blamed for destruction, and that wasn't the case. So there's always a one-up on us. There were just a bunch of things going on, and what I don't understand is I need to know why it's so hard for people to comprehend that people just want to be treated fairly in this country who have not had a fair shake since the very beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. AW said, AW, who are you, first of all? And then we can go from there.
It don't matter who they are, but I will read their comment. It says, you can't have white.
So fucking, I wasn't gonna read it.
There can only be one supreme, so one must be false. But I will tell you this though, AW.
When she said it like that, they'll be hold tight.
Who's writing the history on this country? They said that anytime you read a story or anytime that you read a history book, the victor in those stories, 9 times out of 10 are the liars.
Facts.
So it's not about who's better or who's higher or who's not equal or who's this or that. It's the point of, if history was told correctly, then you can see where in this country the hate actually came from. You can see where in the country that segregation laws, Jim Crow, slavery, the pillaging and raping and destruction of the Native American communities. You can see where all that came from. So how is it that the history books make it seem like it was a fairy tale, a good night book story? Christopher Columbus came over here. They met up with the Native Americans. Oh, the Native Americans were nice people. They showed them how to do things, and they gave them blankets, smallpox, all kinds of shit. Then slavery happened, and they apologized for that and freed the slaves. And then after that, oh, it's segregation, but Martin Luther King marched, and it made everything all better. And then now we're here. Oh yeah, by the way, he got killed, but that helped everything. It's not a fucking bedtime story.
No, but he was actually saying he was answering the Terry Crews statement. I don't understand how your rebuttal coincides with it's that whole Supreme
saying, there shouldn't be any type of supremacy at all.
Mm-hmm.
Because if a black man and a white man stand in front of each other, they should be equal.
Let me tell you something. If a black man and a white man standing face to face, nose to nose, that black man should be beating his goddamn ass. Sorry.
If that's how you feel.
But no, listen. But no, what I'm saying, I missed my point because you was preaching, call you the reverend. But damn it, what was I gonna say? I lost my damn train of thought. We wasn't even supposed to get this deep today, guys. I swear to God, this was supposed to be. This was supposed to be kind of comeback.
Brianna is one of the Cloud villagers, one of the maidens, and she was there when we had that talk. And I agree, we can't change what's already happened. But my thing is, I want to know what they're plotting. I want to know what their move is.
Hey, you know what though? Let me tell you this.
Hold on, let me say this real quick. I want to know what they're plotting, and I want to know what their next move is, because with us, it seems like we've always been behind. Yes, we're going to go out and protest today, but they've already got bills that they're trying to write in. They're already doing all of this stuff. And I feel like we need to know about it. So that way we can combat and be prepared and actually be successful with changing things the way that they are now. It's like, and I gave the example of like going to war. You don't just send your people to war without intel. You know what I'm saying?
Vietnam.
Well, whatever. But what I'm saying is you need to know these things in order to be successful in the things that you do. And I mean, I just feel like Martin Luther King marched, and that was 52 years ago when he was assassinated. Mm-hmm. And we're still doing the same thing.
Can I speak yet?
Not yet. I'm still talking. We're still doing the same thing, and I don't want us to have to do this shit no more. I want the change to actually change and stick. And in order for that to happen is for us to know exactly what's going on behind closed doors. But we don't have those types of people looking out for us. Shit, I'll go be a spy. What y'all planning over here? Kick y'all shit over.
Listen, I'm about to I'm probably not gonna say it this episode. I'm gonna wait because I was gonna speak on my boy, but I'm not gonna speak on my boy. But
who are you gonna speak on?
Kanye. But
do not speak on him.
I know.
I know his birthday passed, and I know that people were, oh my God, he's coming around, and he only did that stuff with Trump just so he could get inside. And no. He's still
Nah, but
canceled.
you know what? You know what book you need to read?
Oh, what?
The Spook That Sat by the Door. You gotta read.
And you know what book that you need to read?
What's that?
48 Laws of Power. Read it.
Right, which is also associated with the spook who sat by the door.
Hmm?
You gotta understand. Here's the thing. Sometimes, like I always say, we have to move strategically and not emotionally. And
yes, and that's the whole point of me wanting to.
Can I finish?
What?
Can I finish?
Yeah, but I'm just saying. I'm just adding on to what you're saying right now.
I know. But what I'm saying is, in which I'm trying to stay calm and I'm going to be very articulate and direct. Strategic and not emotionally. Now, let's talk about, you go Martin Luther King, desegregation, wanting real change. To get real change, this is 2020. We got to stop marching. We got to stop protesting. We have to come up with a strategic plan to.
I agree with that too.
We got to. We have. I allowed you to talk, and I'm just trying to talk right now.
But nobody wants to hear you talk.
Two statements, and I've allowed you to talk.
Go, Ken. Go.
Thank you, because you've been talking for at least 13 minutes, but I'm not counting.
You are counting.
Strategy. That's the name of the game. Strategy. Everyone is marching, protesting without a strategy or in the game. What we have to do to get into those rooms, vote on the local level. Take our people, take our children, groom them to be lawyers and politicians so that they can get into these spaces to make the changes happen. If we have who we trust and they say that they're gonna do what we say they're gonna do, we're the majority. You know how I say at work, we are the majority. They need us. We don't need them. Because here's the thing, they put the policies and the laws in place and we follow them, but we don't need them because we outnumber them.
And I get what you.
I just wish I could just finish. That's all.
Go ahead, go. Because I got a lot to say about that.
Because I be losing my point. Because I kind of lost my point when you cut me off the last time. But because you keep triggering me with the word equal.
Well, equal in my definition is just the equal rights part. Like I said, white person has that.
Here's the thing. We have equal rights.
No, we don't.
What are they suppressing us on?
So you mean to tell me when the protesters were protesting, 3 people got caught in the same city out after curfew, a black guy, a white guy, and an Asian guy. The black guy's bond, $500. Asian guy's bond, $300. The white guy's bond, $100. That's not equal. Same city.
Yeah, but that's not. That doesn't.
I'm talking about the court systems.
Yeah, right. But okay.
I'm talking about prison. How many black people are in prison compared to white?
Let me play black devil's advocate.
Go ahead.
I'm asking the question. Why were they all past curfew?
Because most of the cities that said that there's now a curfew told them either after or at least 20 to 30 minutes before it actually took effect. So a lot of people were caught out there. And that's when the police started tear gassing, yanking people out of cars, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, but that's not an equal rights situation. That is a fucked up judicial situation, and that I'm not saying those types of things. I'm talking about life and how you can move. I'm not talking about the disproportionate things of what is what or whatever. I'm talking
all
about
of that takes into factor
no,
of
no,
what makes
no,
you
no. What I'm saying to is black man, black woman to white woman, white man, and equality. I do not want to gauge my success off anyone Caucasian.
Right,
That's
and neither
what,
do I.
that's what
But
we.
what I'm saying is that the people who actually want to go out and just say, for instance, you have a kid, right? A black kid who grew up in an impoverished area because, of course, that's what was designed to keep black people in. You know what I'm saying? They grow up, they try to make the best grades that they can. They avoid gangs, they avoid drugs, they avoid everything, and they're just genuinely a good kid, right? When it's time for them to go to college, if they don't play sports or if they're not doing something else that allows them to get a full ride scholarship, then what? Then what do they fall back on?
Can I finish my statement?
But can I finish mine? The point is,
I've never finished mine yet.
The point is that I feel like when a white person is brought up, their family already has generational wealth based off of the land that was stolen, the slave labor that was passed along, because at the beginning of this country, you were wealthy by owning land.
Hold tight. Listen.
And then we can't even get loans to get a house. That's what I'm talking about.
We're not going to talk about you and house loans. But what I'm trying to say and finish saying is that I'm going to use me for an example and for a statistic reference.
Okay.
And the way that my brain works.
Okay. Let me get some water.
I know you can hear me. I come from I was raised by my grandparents. My parents weren't in the picture. They were doing their thing in the world. Statistically, I'm supposed to be a failure. Wasn't the greatest student, but I'm not an idiot. And I just live my life on morals and principles. You do good, good will come to you. And that's how I've progressed in the world. That's how I've progressed on my own here in Texas for 10 years, because I don't have a safety net. I'm out here without a safety net, and I gotta make it by any means. So what my outlook on life, and I would try to instill in my son and into other young men, is fuck a white man. Make your own way. I don't care what obstacles are in front of you. If you want to succeed, you will succeed. Joy, I want to say this.
Like this. But this is what I meant by that.
I understand what you're saying. Go, what you say?
Well, this is what I meant by that, though. How, when they make it completely impossible sometimes for us to make our own
impossible.
Way.
It's not impossible.
Yes.
No.
Have you went to the bank lately to apply for a small business loan?
Hey, I don't need a bank.
What you need?
I don't need a bank.
But I'm saying, if you want to own a real business.
Yeah, I have two small businesses, no bank involved.
Okay, but I'm saying, if you want to open up a store, if you want to own something completely,
don't need a bank.
Yes, you will not be able to get one right now.
No, you don't need a bank.
All right. If you want to do it the right way, you're going to need a small business loan.
Here's the thing. That's the normal way. That is how it normally goes. But
right, but you got to look at it like this. When we have other avenues,
avenues
that we use, they want to regulate it as well.
Here's the thing. The quickest way to a destination is a straight line.
It is.
Hey, here's the thing. I might have to make a few curves. I might have to go left. I might have to zig right. I might have to do this. I might have to back. I might have to back up.
That's fine, but what I'm saying is...
No, listen what I'm telling you. Stop putting that in the atmosphere for success.
I'm not putting anything to the atmosphere for success. I own a small business as well.
Right.
I am a business, me personally. So there's other ways that you can go about doing it. But at the same time, if I went to school, if I went to college, got this degree in business, and I said, you know what, I want to open up a boutique.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have the money to do that right now.
Mm-hmm.
Then what?
You do it until you keep your dream alive until you have the money to do it.
Okay. So
you do not. Here's the thing.
Tell us how to do that.
This is a whole nother topic for a whole nother day.
But what I'm saying is
this is the way to do it. This is the way to do it. This is the way to do it. This is the formula. This is the formula. Now I'm gonna say one word, but it has nothing to do with credit, with banks. Turn your credit into cash flow. Turn your credit into cash flow. Pay your bills, increase your credit, which is a personal thing, and turn your credit into cash.
Okay, so let me say,
in turn, you take that cash, purchase what you want, and then you have an asset. Now the banks have to look at you because you're valuable to them. If you don't have anything, go ahead.
What about me, right?
Go ahead.
Just say I want to go ahead and open up that boutique right now. I found a storefront that I think would be perfect for the location. Okay. You know, I need to get stock. I need to buy clothing in bulk. I need to get workers. I need to get furnishings in there. I need to have it decorated nice. I need an inspection. I need, you know, all of that stuff. I don't have the money to do that right now, but my credit is excellent.
Right.
I can guarantee you, and I can tell you how I know.
No guarantees. You can't guarantee me anything. You can't.
I can guarantee.
I'm gonna tell you this.
I've already tried it.
You can't guarantee me nothing.
I can guarantee you what my experience was.
No, that ain't a guarantee to me. You can't tell me anything. You're not. Let me tell you something. If you tell me what you want and what you need, you know what I'm gonna tell you? Go get it. You can't guarantee me a no.
But that's what I'm telling you about my experience.
Listen.
So
I'll guarantee you a yes. Now let me go to AW with his question. He said you need a bank to take care of your credit situation. No, credit is a personal situation. You pay your bills on time, and your credit will be fine.
Not all bills.
Now listen, let me tell you this though. No, let me tell you this. What you're not going to guarantee me, you know why? Because here's the thing. We talking 2020. You want to do that? You come to me and tell me, Ken, I got this going on. I may need this. I want to do this. I said,
you're not a bank.
Listen, no. Here's the thing. You don't need a bank. You don't need it. What you need is crowdfunding. Keep your name good in the streets, you will be good. I'm trying to do this.
I'm talking about
I want to bring you on board.
Okay, so let me tell you my experience. Okay. I was fortunate enough to not need money to start up the business that I already have, right? Because it's dealing with music. So pretty much all you need for that is equipment, right? And then you get up. So if I wanted to open up a boutique, what I'm saying is my credit is excellent. And not all bills apply to said credit.
Right.
So with that being said, my car note applies to my credit.
Okay.
My home mortgage applies to my credit.
Okay.
And that's it. That's all I have on my credit right now.
Okay.
None of the other bills that I'm paying in this house applies to my credit.
Okay.
So in order to build that, you still need a bank because you're going to need a loan for those things.
Listen what I'm telling you.
And banks gives loans.
Let me tell you what you do. Let me tell you what
Hold
you
on.
do.
Let me finish though. So with that being said, only having a car note and only having a mortgage payment that is going towards my credit, even though my credit score is excellent, they still will not give me a business loan. Shit, they didn't even want to give me a credit card.
Right.
Why?
Listen.
When I'm working super hard and I'm saving money and I have money to cover a percentage of the loan that they give me.
Okay.
That's discrimination.
No, it isn't.
It is discrimination.
It actually is not.
Because it goes, no, this is how loans go though. It goes by debt to income. It's debt to income ratio.
Listen.
I know how it works.
Did you reach out to the SBA?
No.
You know why? Because you are a Black female. Any business, major business that I own, a Black female will be running it. You know why? Because they get SBA loans quicker because they got two birds, one stone, minority lending.
That's discrimination.
No, it is not. No,
it is.
No, it's not.
It should be based on. It should be based on my income and my credit, and that's it.
Listen.
Why I gotta get along?
Hold on, listen. Hold tight. Here's the thing. You know why you're getting it? Because you're Black, because we fought for it. That's why you're getting it. Now let me tell you something. If you listen for a second, you might learn something. Now, this for everybody in the chat. If you're dealing with finance, let me tell you something. In the past 5 years, I've lost everything 3 times. Damn near homeless. 3 times. 3 times. 0. Didn't own a car for 3 years. I lived with someone for 2 years. And at one point, I had a situation where I lost everything. And I lucked up and was able to get back to work. It was due to an injury. And the job that I had, I couldn't do it. But 401k, pay yourself. Taxes, you work every day. File exempt. Give yourself a raise first.
Well, first of all,
and
that's how you
hold on. Let me. Could you let me school the people in the chat, please?
Okay. And then I'll school them after. Go ahead.
Okay. File exempt. Give yourself a raise first. Deal with the taxes at the end of the year. Don't live your life for one $5,000 check a year. Turn your $30,000 a year job into a $60,000 a year job, working hard, paying yourself with your 401k. Do not put the minimum in there. Every time you can do an increase, you put more money into it. Guess what? You're paying yourself. Guess what? Some companies allow loans against your own 401k.
They do.
Use your own money to make your own way. Now let's go to the bank. Granted, you need a bank for a mortgage. Some mortgages, let me say that, some. Granted, you need a bank for a car. Some cars, let me say that. 2, credit cards. Yes, you have to go through your bank for that. But let me tell you something about secure credit cards. You can pay yourself, give yourself a credit limit, then you can turn and use that credit to boost your credit score. Now your credit is leverage for the bank. Now, to get money and leverage your credit, you don't even need the bank. You just have to look good in their eyes. You can take a cash advance off your own credit card invest in yourself, into a property, into a business, and pay your credit card back. We still have not got, hold on, we still haven't got a bank loan for a business.
Those are all bank loans.
No, they're not. How if you get a secure credit card, put $10,000 on the credit card that you got from your 401k, which is the cash advance from your credit card, you start your business and you pay your secure credit card back, which is your money anyway.
First of all, how are you going to do that if they won't give you one?
What do you mean? How do you not get a secure credit card?
They won't give me one.
Let me tell you where you go. You go to Discover, you go to Capital One, you go to Open Sky, you go to First Progress. There are second chance. If your credit is A1, you don't even need a second chance lending.
I applied at 6 different places, Ken. They will not give me a credit card. I don't know why.
Let me tell you something.
But they won't.
When we get off this thing,
my credit score is almost an 800, and
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you the tricks, and you better do it when I call you.
And I'm gonna tell you another thing about 401k. You can file exempt all you want, but when the IRS come after your ass, that's all I'm saying.
See that? Stop saying that. Stop it.
I've been audited 3 times.
No, listen what I'm telling you.
No.
Listen what I'm telling you. No, listen. Don't shake your head no, because don't put that in the atmosphere. What you do is start a business, get an LLC. Now you have expenses. Right. Now, itemize. Do not do the 1040 easy. Yes, you will. Oh, fuck getting a return. Just pay them. Because all tax returns is an overpayment.
I understand that.
Right. So listen, don't talk about. Go ahead.
What do you do for the people who start a small business, right? They itemized everything. They were able to start the business, and now they have all of these expenses that they are filing on their 1040 and all of this stuff like that.
You can't file expenses on a 1040.
Well, 1099, whatever it is. You know what I'm talking about. If it's an LLC.
You said it, but they got people listening. I'm just trying to.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, what if the IRS says, well, you know what? None of these expenses qualify. We're sorry. Thank you for the itemization, and you still owe us.
Here's the thing. No. Here's the thing. You're gonna owe. You're gonna owe.
But what about the people that can't pay that?
That's a personal situation, not an IRS or a business situation. If you can't,
it's known that
if you can't go into
3 years of a business, you rarely make any money. That's a known fact.
Listen to me.
All right.
I filed exempt for the past 12 years. Guess what I do? I just pay my bill. That's when you get a CPA and let them handle your taxes, and they'll tell you, oh shit, before I got my hands on it, you owe $6. Now you owe $2,500. That's just what it is. It's totally legal. It's what it is. It's you start a business in your home. Your rent is a write-off. Your lights is a write-off. Your internet is a write-off. Your water is a write-off. Your dog that I have here that is my emotional support animal is my security. It's a write-off. You see what I'm saying? My car is a write-off. And that's what happens to that $6,000 tax bill. It gets lower and lower and lower and lower. You're going to have to pay it regardless. Don't be afraid of the IRS. They are not an entity to arrest you. We don't make enough money for that. Just pay the bill. Stop putting in the world that the IRS is the boogeyman. It's a game.
But what I'm saying is, I'm trying to
it's a game, and you just gotta play it.
Long run.
No, listen. No, you're harboring fear.
No one's harboring fear. The one thing that I don't
why would you? Okay, if you're not harboring fear, Why would you say, well, if you're gonna do this and some people can't do that, the IRS is gonna get your ass? That's a fear.
Because I know I've been audited before. And guess what I've done?
Here's the thing.
I've claimed everything under my business that I felt was an expense. And they came back to me and they said, guess what? This is not technically an expense. I'm sorry. So you can claim all you want. If the IRS feels like you gonna pay, then you're gonna pay. And what I'm trying to say,
but no, listen,
let me finish. Let me finish. What I'm trying to say is this. For the people who can't afford to pay off their student loans, for the people who can't afford to get a credit card, for the people who can't even afford to get loans for just a regular car, all of that stuff, how are they going to follow your process when sometimes your job doesn't even offer 401k is what I'm saying.
Because you can get your own.
Well, then tell us how we get our own without a bank. Tell us how we get our own without a bank. Tell us how we get our own without a bank.
Oh my God. You get a shoebox. There you go. Put a percentage of your check in the shoebox and you start your own personal 401k.
That's what you have the savings account.
Listen, I'm not in the business for excuses. I'm not.
But that's what you have a savings account for. You should always be putting away on every check. That's normal. That's common sense.
That is not normal. 85% of the country is a $500 expense from being homeless.
You're giving me a headache.
What I'm telling you is this. It's strategic. It's strategic. It's strategic. It's strategic. I didn't say it was going to be easy. I did not say what I said was easy. But I want to.
Okay. So then why can't?
Hold tight.
So tell me. So why can't we make it easy? And why can't I just walk in a bank, show my credit score, show my expenses, show that I'm working and I have income coming in? And why can't I get a business loan to open up a small business and not have to go swiggle and swaggle and just
hold tight. I understand exactly what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. Listen, hold on, let me say something. What I want you to understand is that we don't need a fucking bank. Stop fucking saying that shit. And I want to speak to AW right quick. He said your answer for a grown adult is a shoebox. Y'all have a nice day. I'm gone. You know what though? I'm glad he's gone. You know why? Because that shoebox will breed success. If you can't get a bank, if you can't get a 401k, you can't get a savings plan. We've already put that into play. We can't do that. Why not put it in the shoebox? Why not put it under your mattress if you're trying to help yourself? Hey, W, I don't care where you go, bro, because that was some old dumbass shit. And that's the shit to be holding us the fuck back because people think we need somebody to fucking help us when we can help our goddamn self. Man,
we can help ourselves. The problem is that when we try to help ourselves, just like you mentioned, we have to go through all of these obstacles, and it should not be that way. We should be able to do exactly.
I don't care what should and what should not be. I do not. I'm going to be very clear. I'm going to stop yelling. I apologize. But let me tell you something. I don't care about no motherfucking handout. If I can't get it from the bank and they don't want to help me, listen, no, let me finish. I'll do the shit myself. I don't give a fuck about no JP Morgan Bank, no Bank of America, no Saks, no fucking Goldman Sachs, no fucking Wells Fargo, no fucking Chase, no fucking whatever banks out there, credit union, a financial institution. I don't give a fuck about none of them because I don't need none of them and I'm going to make it regardless. Because at one point I couldn't get a bank account. At one point I couldn't get a motherfucking credit card. But guess what I bought on 5/22/19? 5/22/20. I bought me a 2019 Dodge Challenger with 16,000 miles on it, with $1,000 down, and 3 years ago, I ain't even have a motherfucking bank.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And guess what happened?
Did you come up with that money from under your mattress or your shoebox, or did you have to get a bank to give you the loan for the car?
But no, here's the thing though. I did have a shoebox. I did have money under my mattress. I did work on my credit by paying my bills and this, that, and the other. And guess what? I began a relationship with the bank by getting secure credit cards, my own motherfucking money. And I don't have an unsecured credit card. All my credit cards are secured. They're my money. I just closed the one when I paid it off. Guess what? They gave me my deposit back because it's my money.
Right. But what I'm saying is,
here's the thing. I used the bank as an umbrella with my own motherfucking money. They didn't give me shit.
Right.
But I paid into
why I don't borrow.
I invested in myself and I raised my credit to where I could do things that I needed to do.
Right, and I did the same thing. My credit wasn't always good, but at the same time,
I'm trying to tell you, Joya, stop being an antagonist in this argument.
I'm just saying. I'm just going off of the experience that I had.
You telling me what I need, and I tell you, fuck a bank.
Okay, but I'm telling you based off of the experience that I had. That's it. This is what I went through.
I understand what you're saying. And I apologize for yelling at you in your face and shit like that. But what I'm trying to tell you is that we got people watching us.
I'll just punch you the next time I see you.
But what I'm saying is there's so many different people who get in the situation that I was in and are hopeless and say, woe is me. I can't. They won't.
You can. The problem is that when you try to do it the way that you want to do it, not saying that everybody's experience is going to be the same, because obviously, like you said, you have ways that you do things and I have ways that I do things too. But let me speak to the people
with the bank. Let me speak to the people to the bank situation. What I'm saying is give yourself some credit first before you reach out to someone else. You see what I'm saying? And my bank rant was to Joya's point to say that you need a bank to do things. Just, this is what I interpreted what you said. You may have not meant this, is that to be successful, you need a bank. And my argument was,
say to be successful.
I understand. That's what I said. That's what I interpreted. I said, this is what I interpreted. This is what I interpreted. And this is what I was saying, when you can't be so fluid with saying, if you don't do it this way, you can't do it that way.
I'm not saying you can't. Like I said, everybody's experience is different. I'm just saying that was the route that I wanted to go, and that was the experience that I had.
Right. But what I'm trying to pour into you is, I understand what you're saying. Let's try an unconventional way for once.
Yeah,
that goes back to the equality conversation, when someone says, I want what they have.
It's not about I want.
Listen, can I finish the statement? I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about people who say things.
No, people don't want what other people have. The normal average person.
Listen what I'm telling you.
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
The normal average person.
I can't never finish.
You can't. Damn it. The normal average person that walks the face of this earth never looks at somebody else and says, I want what they have, unless they have some type of jealousy in their heart or something like that. You shouldn't want what other people have, because that's lust. That is
listen.
What I'm saying is that when people say I want that, meaning that they want as well. So what they're doing is they're doing their own research, and they're saying, okay, if I want to start a small business and I want to have it in a storefront or a restaurant or anything like that, the first thing that they're going to do is do what? Look for a small business loan. When they don't have the funds, when they don't have the guidance, or maybe they might not have the alternative things that you might have, or unconventional ways to get things that you might have thought of. Am I right or wrong?
Can I go?
No, because I'm not done yet.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is,
don't ask no questions then.
I ain't gonna ask you shit.
Okay.
What I'm saying is that a lot of people who are really talented and who really have a good business plan and a good business deal are either working a job that they hate that does not offer 401k sometimes, where they don't have the means or the funds. They have a family to take care of. They have other bills that they're trying to take care of. They're in student loan debt. They may not be able to save off of each paycheck. They may not be able to
Fuck
do
a
certain.
student loan.
Okay,
That
but
isn't
you
the
don't.
boogeyman either.
It's not, but at the same time, you're still obligated to pay that back.
Man, let me tell you something about a bill. That bitch just gonna hit my credit.
And that's how you fuck your shit up, and you
That
won't
is
be able
not.
to pay
Here's
it
the
either.
thing. But listen, let me tell you something. Every bill that's on my credit can be disputed and has been disputed. Secondly, for credit, it's a debt income ratio. Fuck a garnishment too. I've been garnished twice. Did not hold me back. But listen.
But that garnish might
Everything,
hurt somebody else.
listen,
You don't understand that.
listen, Melinda.
That could have been somebody's groceries. That garnish.
No, listen.
Okay.
Here's the thing. Fuck a grocery when you can eat tuna every day. What I'm telling you is go into a situation with a plan.
Most people have a business plan.
No, I'm not talking about a business plan. I'm talking about life. Because if
people have life plans.
If
Most
you
people have life plans. You think people just don't want to do nothing for the rest of their life? You really think that?
But listen, what I'm telling you though, Joy, you're not understanding you're not. Here's the thing. Now, this is what I'm gonna say, and this is what I interpret. You gotta get uncomfortable. Most people who don't want to be better just want to be comfortable. Sorry, there was a fly flying in my face. You gotta get uncomfortable. Yeah, that garnishment may be groceries, but you're not gonna go hungry. A pack of beans, $1.50. Pack of rice, $1.50. That's $3. You done ate for 4 days. Get a pack of drumsticks, bake them, fry them, whatever you want to do with them. You'll find you will listen. Tell you something. Listen. Let me tell you something. I've been unemployed. I've been homeless, and I ate every day because I had a plan. Sometimes you may have to buy a meal, eat half, eat the other half later. You might have to do that. The thing about it is nobody wants to get that uncomfortable.
Okay, and I didn't grow up with everything either. And I've seen my parents struggle too. And guess what? Both of them owned a business.
Right, but listen, what I'm telling you, Joy, what I'm talking about, we're not even talking about the same thing. Nikki, I understand what you go through, and I know what you've been through, and this, that, and the other, but you made a way out of no way. You need to calm down, Nikki, being devil's advocate, because I know your story. But what I'm saying, and everyone's situation is different. But what I'm telling you,
and that's what I'm saying. But if somebody gets
garnished, I'm telling you, listen,
they have people out here with dreams have Nikki, daycare expenses, they have medical bills.
Hold on. Listen. Nikki, if I had to feed 5 people, we was gonna eat regardless. If I had to feed 5, we was gonna eat regardless. That's just the thing. Sometimes it's by any means. You see what I'm saying?
What about the person who has 3 kids? Who has went to college?
That's what I'm telling you. Listen.
But let me finish though. This is everybody's situation.
I can't never talk. Here's the thing. What you're saying is, what you're saying is, what if?
Because
let's present the worst case. Let's present the worst case scenario so that we can make an argument correct. That's what you're doing. Let's present the worst case scenario.
I'm basing it off of.
Let's make it to where what I'm saying is right. Let's say that what I'm saying is the only way, and all I'm saying is, don't get comfortable, and sometimes you got to go an unconventional route to get to an end game.
I get that, and
and
I
I'm
understand.
gonna finish with this, and you can talk for the rest of the thing. Man, fuck a bank.
I'm not saying. All
Don't
I'm
say
saying
what
is
you're gonna
that.
say.
All
Say
I'm
what
saying
you're gonna
is
say.
that. Okay, well, let me say it then. All I'm saying is that everybody's situation is different. But what I'm saying is that the majority of the situations where we're not even, when ends aren't even meeting, happens in our communities. That's what I'm saying. So the first experience was my personal experience, and that was going through the bank route. The second experience that I was saying was that somebody who went to school, college, who has student loans, they have kids, they still have dreams, but their ends aren't meeting. That garnish that they're not paying that student loan, that's food out of their kids' mouth. Do you think, even if they have good credit, that they're going to let them get any type of credit card or help build their credit or anything like that to help them get to where they want to be when they have to be stuck at this 9-to-5 job just so they can pay for a babysitter, just so that they can go to this 9-to-5 job?
Are you doing this on purpose just to be contrite?
I'm not.
No,
because this happens.
No, listen, no, I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question. No, listen, hold on. Let me ask you a question. Are you doing this for the show or is this for real?
No, this is for
because you're
real.
pissing me off.
Well, you pissing me off too.
No, seriously, I'm asking you a question. Are you doing this for the show?
I'm answering your question.
Okay.
Anyway, this was another episode of Maybe I'm Tripping with
Man, my name Big Ken. I'm gonna get it by any means.
and Joy the Queen, and I'm gonna try to get it the best way that I know how as well. However, I'm not going to put myself in more debt to try to do that.
How do you put yourself in more debt if you're saving? Don't call me after this show.
I'm not gonna call you.
Don't call me up. Hit me up tomorrow at work. Don't call me.
No, I'm not even gonna hit you up at work. You know why? I don't want
you got all the
your 401k juju to rub off on my 401k.
Let me tell you about my 401k. It's a lot larger than a lot of motherfuckers been there longer than me, and that's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact. I told somebody how much my 401k was. They've been there 7 years. I ain't been there but 3. My shit double theirs. You know why? Because I got uncomfortable.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you how much went in my 401k this pay period. $197.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? I paid
Not
myself
afford to have all the extra money come out of their paycheck to go toward their 401k. I know I can because I'm a single woman and I'm supporting myself.
You can do it because you won't even see it.
How will I not see it when I can't eat tomorrow?
Out of sight. Here's the thing. You're going to eat every day. Calm down, Joy. You love to eat. End this goddamn podcast, please, because you're pissing me the fuck off. Because I think you just trying to get under my fucking... You trying to get under my skin for fucking laughs. And I don't like it. Because you do that.
I'm not trying to get under your skin. Because
you know how to get under my skin. You know how I feel about finances. You know how I feel about
finances.
And I think you being an antagonist on purpose to piss me off. I think that's what you're doing. And do not do that. You know how I feel about finances.
To me, I grew up with shit.
Nigga, you don't know where I'm from, Dixon, man. 3830 Tuscarora.
I'm just saying.
Out the fucking mud.
I've been working since I was 15 years old. So I'm ready to retire right now.
We're supposed to be ending this fucking podcast. Cut this motherfucker off.
Let me finish. All I'm saying is this. You may have had to go unconventional routes. You better, this motherfucker. Bye, y'all. Because he don't want to hear the truth that other people do things other ways and not his way. That's the problem.